Morning all. Just a short video on outernet, outer text, and all things outer. It's a name if you don't familiar with it, you will get very, very familiar over the next 12 months, as most of the insurers head that direction. So currently, they've set up a system called Audabridge, which sends our quotes across to their system for the insurers to then do their adjustments and manage what they've got to manage. It's got a lot of good functions in outer text itself, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to learn how to set up Audabridge and work and be able to communicate with insurers on the platform they want. So step one is you'll get used to this, and you will need to log in there and get a username and password. You have to be set up with them. But we'll go to Crashzone first. So we're on a, oops, I'll just go back one here. You'll notice that Audabridge, that won't be there until you've gone into the settings, you've gone to integration, and you've put in the username and password that Auda supply you. Obviously, you've got to be integrated. Then they'll supply you the username and password, so that where you get them from is contacting them. I'll just leave this up for a moment, but at outertext@service/now.com, and the phone number's there. So get onto them, tell them that you want to participate. They'll give you a username and password. After that, they'll also give you instructions on how it works. So if Suncorp was to request a quote, what will happen is they will just automatically populate. So this here, username, password, put it in when you get it, and then click submit, of course. When they send it across, they will automatically populate a new quote, and it'll have some of the data on the vehicle in there. You'll notice down here we've got a couple of different icons. So you quote as you always have. That doesn't change. You don't have to use out of times. Well, in fact, you can't use out of times with this system. This is all about bridging your quote from their system to our system, or our system to theirs. So you create your quote with your funny money, funny time, enter, custom list, whatever you've got. Do your normal quote. When that's completed, you hit the Audabridge, and it drops down to these three drop downs. Ignore the bottom one, submit quote. That's for outernet in the future. It's not for now. You send the quote, just like you would into parts check. Send the quote. Once you've said it, you'll then go back into Audabridge, and we're not a subscriber ourselves, so we can't. But inside there's a spot where, a bit like you do with Crashzone with parts check, you go into parts check, click a few buttons, send it, and then they do their bit. They'll notify you when it's come back. You'll go into Audabridge or outer text again and send it back, and then you'll pick it up with the download quote, and that'll put it back into your system. So that's about how that works. So a bit of mucking around with the clicks, but some of the pluses are that the data goes across in a format that works with your insurer. You keep them happy. You never know where that goes in the future. So there's some help there. And from what I'm told too, if you're doing Audabridge work, payments are within 24 hours when you hit the invoice button. So there's a bit of a plus there. But that's about how it works. That's the long and the short of it. So starts off again. Get onto these people, ask them all their questions, all their bit. We can't give support for Auda. It's not our baby. It's like parts check. I think just treat it like another, very, very similar in the way that we interact with it. So if you do that, you're on the system, you've got the bridge happening. If they want to know more, or you want to know more, give me a ring if you need to, but I'm probably going to say go here and contact them. So good luck with it all, folks.